Let's recall what happens when we open the page with a particular course. First of all, we specify an identifier of the course in the address bar, and then this parameter is going to be passed into the handler which is responsible for handling this route, and that is method show inside course controller. So the identifier of the course will be assigned to the parameter of this method. And then we are manually calling method find in order to fetch data for this course, and then pass this course into the template to be shown in a browser. But we can actually simplify this process and make Laravel do it for us. And to achieve it, we firstly have to match the parameter name that is used in the route definition with the parameter name in the handler of this route. So I'm gonna call this parameter course, and the same name I'm going to give to the parameter in the method. And then if we'll explicitly specify the model that we would like to get in this parameter, then Laravel is going to make a SQL request automatically and fetch the data for the particular course by ID. And it's gonna use that identifier of the course that was passed in the address line. And that means that we don't have to manually call method find to get the data of the particular course. Let's remove this line and check the result in the browser. We are not supposed to see any changes. The data for the particular course is still shown on this page. And just to make it clear and show that the Laravel is automatically going to make this request to the database to fetch the data for the particular course, I'm going to uncomment this listener inside app service provider, which allows all SQL requests. So we will see that when requesting page of the particular course, there is one request that is being made automatically to fetch the data of this course. So Laravel is automatically passing that parameter in the address line and use it in this SQL query to compare the value in the ID column with the received parameter. And this behavior is called implicit route model binding. But we can also specify which exact column should be used in a SQL query when fetching data. And to do so, let's add column followed by column name right next to the route parameter. And as you can see, that SQL query now uses our newly specified column in the where clause. And just because the course with specified ID has not been found in the database, we're seeing default not found page. But if we'll use the value that actually exists inside lessons count column, we will see that the very first record that had that value will be fetched. And this time we're seeing the data of the first course on the page. And this is how we can customize the column name for the implicit route model binding. But we are doing it only for one route, and if we'd like to change this behavior for all the routes for this particular model, we can override the method called getRouteKeyName inside course model, and right here we have to return the name of the column that has to be used during implicit route model binding. And in a browser we're going to get the same behavior. This time I'm not going to override column name, so let's remove this method. And let's see how we can customize the behavior, what should happen when particular model will not be found, instead of showing this not found page. And to customize this behavior, we have to call method missing on that route definition, which takes callback that is going to have the logic which will be executed when particular course will not be found. So in this case, I'm basically going to redirect us to the courses page where all courses are listed. We can do so by calling method route on the redirect class and specify the name of that route where we'd like to be redirected to, like so. Let's try it out. I'm going to specify the ID of the course which does not exist, and we're getting this error. That is because I forgot to add an import statement for the request class. So let's quickly do it. In here we have to import that class from the eliminate HTTP namespace. We are going to work with this request class in the future lessons, but for now let's just see that when we will request the course that does not exist, we will be redirected to the courses page. And we are. So this behavior is working. But I will continue using default behavior in here so that when particular course will not be found, we're gonna get default not found page in the browser. At the end, I'm going to go back to App Service Provider and comment out this listener so that we will not see SQL statements on a page. One final time, let's check that we will see not found page when requesting course that doesn't exist. It works. Let's continue working on the project in the next lesson.